Sorry, I was in Montana. I'm Hannah Montana. It's all up in my head.
We're on now.
What do you do when you turn it on so I can look for that? You just push a button?
I push that record button right there.
Push it. Okay. So
I
that
push it
means
real good.
it's recording.
Push it.
I wish that we had an on-air blinking sign. That'll be one day.
That will be one day, but that would be a whole different, experience if it was. That.
It would.
I would be clenching my asshole at the end of each month. That was the case right there.
Gross.
It's truth. And you know it.
One day.
One day.
Anyways, hello, Shay.
Hello, Brianna. It's been
one
another
week since
fortnight.
you looked at me.
Yes.
Dropped your head in the
God damn it.
I don't know the words
I fucked
after
it up.
that.
Something about X-Files with the lights on.
Watching X-Files with the lights on.
No lights on.
I thought it said with the lights on.
No, with no lights on. Something in the Smoky Man, something. It doesn't matter. What are we doing? Okay.
I don't know
Hello,
because I'm
everybody.
horrible at lyrics. Chickadee China of the Chinese chicken. I know that part.
Super racist and your brain start ticking.
Wait, is that what they say?
No, it's not what they say.
I really suck at lyrics. I really wouldn't be surprised.
What's ironic is that you don't suck at lyrics. You're very good at lyrics.
After I know what they are.
I mean, that's
after
fair.
I read them.
That's fair. Okay.
Or I listen to it 1,500 times.
Hashtag Drake.
Hashtag a lot of things.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been a minute again. We
I
promise
know.
it won't be any more skipping.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Sorry.
We skipped another week. We just had things to do.
Yes. More so that she had things to do and I was just sitting here staring at a wall.
You're about to be in my boat. Mm-hmm. You're about to be in a boat.
Very lonely.
No, you're not.
With a broken sail.
Are you going to be on a boat? You're going on vacation.
I get real seasick, so I hope not.
Okay. Well.
No, I am. I'm it's funny because I quit my job and then I have more vacations lined up than
yeah.
I ever, it's ridiculous. It's just like, this is fine. My financial kind of planning and strategy is just to not look at my bank account. Kind of like what I did when I was in my 20s. So now that I'm in my early 30s,
like maybe this will work again.
I'm just reliving my 20s and going, it's fine. And I just kind of sweat a little bit when my debit card goes through and just oh,
it worked.
Approved. You would think in my 30s I would get way more financially responsible and way less scared of looking at that bottom line number. I have a friend that can she's like, oh no, I just know exactly, and she doesn't if I'm broke and it's fine and I just budget that and it's like, how do you not sweat? She's like, oh yeah, there's a lot of crying. I just don't show it and it's fine. I'm like, oh, all right. Well, I haven't gotten there yet.
We're not the only ones,
Yeah.
Shay.
Well, I just don't take the financial responsibility yet. So hopefully it'll come.
It will.
Maybe in my early 40s it'll be fine. Anyway, so I'm taking a lot of vacations. One of which I'm going to fucking Disney World of all places in the end of September. And
oh yeah, you're going to Disney World
and
too.
At that point, I will. If I don't have some, real revenue kind of gearing up, I will really be sweating and going, "What the fuck am I doing here?"
You'll be fine.
It will be fine.
You gotta live your life,
I guess,
to the fullest,
but also wisely because
you have to have the best of both worlds, Shay.
We all can't be like Hannah Montana. Okay,
you're right.
Anyway, how you were gone in Montana?
I went to Mom fucking Tana.
And what'd you see? What'd you do?
So I went to my boyfriend Christopher Carmel's best friend's wedding. One of his best friends in Montana. It was in Big Fork, Montana, which is it's an hour from Glacier National Park, and it's by Flathead Lake, which is this giant crystal clear lake in the middle of the wooded, beautiful, giant mountains
God's country
of Montana. It was there was a lot of Christian radio out there and a lot of Jesus signs.
That's why they call it God's country.
Yeah. Exactly. So anyways,
a lot of culties in the mountains.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah,
a lot of crazies too, probably. But yeah, it was super beautiful. We stayed at his best friend's wife's family's cabin. That's where the wedding was, and it was on this. It was on the Swan River, which goes into Swan Lake, which I was a part of in kindergarten in a ballet of Swan Lake, but that's neither here nor
Were
there.
you the black swan?
I was a pink swan, and I wore a sequin hat, and I thought I was going to fall off the stage because we ran around the big swans because we were the little swans.
So you thought you were going to just run off the stage?
Yeah, we had to run close, and I kept feeling like I was going to fall, but I didn't. I held it together. Anyways, Swan Lake.
Okay.
So Swan River, it was like this beautiful property, this beautiful cabin, really fucking cool. And then we stayed at this cabin next to it, and I'm really excited to tell you about this cabin.
Nice.
So the cabin we stayed at was next to the main cabin, and it wasn't owned by the family, but it was owned by the woman that is the mom in Back to the Future. Leah Thompson, who also, people kept telling me that.
Fuck
Yeah,
up.
so I've never seen Back to the Future really, so I was like, I don't know who that is, but that's fucking cool. And then I Googled her. It's the mom from Dennis the Menace.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't really. I've watched Back to the Future. I'm not a huge fan, but I'm like, Leah Thompson. She was Dennis's mama.
Yeah, dude.
And
I didn't
she
know
was
that.
Caroline in the City.
Yes, she was.
And she was the love interest for Jedediah in Beverly Hillbillies, the remake with the guy Jim Varney, the guy who plays Ernest.
Oh my god! Well, I didn't know all that, but I do know that she's the mom from Dennis the Menace, which is like my favorite movie in the whole fucking world. I almost cried when I found out that's who it was when I Googled her, because it was like later in the day. I was like, who is this? I don't remember what she looks like.
Yeah.
And then I almost fucking had a heart attack.
I would have peed my pants.
It was crazy. I can't believe I refrained from telling you. I did, though.
I'm proud
just
of you.
for this moment, so I could splurt it out.
That was great. I like the in the now. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, so she wasn't there at the cabin, but she owned the cabin, or her family does.
Right.
And there were some pictures of her around the house too. Mm-hmm. There was this really cool picture of her, I don't know, from the 70s, and she had really beautiful wavy hair. And I was like, this is so fucking cool. I'm in her house. But yeah.
Did you take pictures?
Did I what?
Did you take pictures?
Oh, yes.
Did you
I thought you said, did I paint pictures? I was like,
you?
I did not paint a
Did you
picture of
Bob Ross the shit out of that place?
I should have. It was it was a Bob Ross painting, basically, where we were. It was so beautiful.
I was so blown away. I couldn't even handle my phone that I had to paint an actual picture and then take it home with me.
I did. Yeah,
That's
so that
awesome.
was dope. And then we went to the wedding, and then we went to Glacier and camped in Glacier for a day. And Glacier's one of the prettiest places I've ever seen in my life.
Awesome.
Everyone should go.
I've heard things. I've never been there.
Yeah, it's dope. And the water is crystal clear. It's fucking freezing, but it's crystal clear. And we one day we literally just drove around the roads and found little pools in the river to jump in, and it was the sweetest day ever. It was awesome.
Nice. What's Montana known for? Just their crystal lakes or
And their
meth?
mountains and their big sky.
Okay. Not meth.
Everything's just bigger. Their mountains are just they're huge, and the valleys are just so deep.
Right.
And it's just insane.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was
Love
really
it.
fun. And then on the way there, we drove through Yellowstone, and on the way back, we drove the other part of Yellowstone we didn't drive through, and that was really cool because that makes you feel like you're in Jurassic Park or something, because there's buffalo everywhere, and then there's fucking hot springs spewing out steam next to a tree, or
There's Dennis fucking getting eaten by an actual dinosaur and his
little
Jurassic
kids
Park
getting
Jeep.
bucked by buffaloes everywhere.
I've heard
There's-
actually they're really mean creatures and
They
you should
can be.
not fuck with them.
Did you see the most recent video of the little girl getting bucked by a buffalo?
Yeah, and it flipped her over backwards.
Yeah, and her parents ran away from her.
Not only did they run away, they filmed it and ran away. They were running behind and oh, good thing we have 8 more. I mean, I don't understand that.
It was a Duggar. No,
It's
I'm just kidding.
actually it's actually
we have 20.
Well, they have 45 spare, so it's fine. But no, it's it's horrible. But it's one of my new favorite Instagrams is kids getting hurt.
Oh my.
And I'm just what an example of just bad parenting. A lot of them actually are when the instant the kid gets hurt, you see the mom just throw down the camera and run to the kid. But then the ones that have the dads in them, 90% of them are a dad that doesn't even act surprised, and he's
That's fine.
You fall down now, and I don't even whatever. Like no reaction, like no like. He just hits him like not hit. He doesn't hit the kid in the face. It's like they were playing with something, and the kid gets like whacked in the face with it, and then the dad just like looks at him, like just no reaction at all. And then you just see this kid like just laying there, and it cracks me up because it's just like a dad like, fuck, she's gonna yell at me so much now.
Well, maybe you should help your child out.
Yeah, exactly.
And
It's just interesting to see like just 90% of the dads just standing and looking at their kid going,
they just laugh.
don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry.
And then I'll get up if you cry.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Anyway.
Yeah, so no one got bucked that I saw.
Well, that's good.
So that was good. We did have a traffic jam because there was like 20 buffalo crossing the street.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I got some cool videos of them being close to our car, and one was like running towards us. That was pretty neat. One was swimming in the water. I got a video of that.
That's adorable.
He was very cute. And then we also saw a baby bear in Montana run across the road of
Where
the
was the
cabin.
mama bear?
I don't know, but we never found her, thank God.
Jesus, that's what's more terrifying. It's like, okay, where's
Yeah.
mom? We gotta go.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a great trip. And now I'm back.
Nice.
We put like 3,000 miles on Chris's car.
Jesus.
So, hell yeah, it was a great road trip. But yeah, that's my Montana trip.
I liked it. That
I
was
missed
nice.
you though.
I missed you too. It's so weird not to see your little face.
I know.
But yeah, so today we're drinking. What are we drinking?
We're drinking Moscow Mules.
Yeah, a rendition of them.
Drinking Montana Mules.
Montana Mules. Okay, so we got some vodkas.
We got vodka.
I got 3 ice cubes and some lime and mint.
And
Some
agave.
Agave? Yeah.
Just a little bit.
So
It's real special.
go back to our classic.
Also, I had to up the glasses because I fucked up the first ones, and
It's
I
fine.
needed to add more
Yeah, this
ginger
this
beer.
drink was brought to you
Oh,
by
that's ginger
7
beer,
different
too.
glasses.
Yeah, I used 6 glasses to make this drink for us
It was
today.
good. It was worth it. It was good.
So,
Anyway,
what are we talking about today?
well, you're doing a little recipe, and I'm gonna read you off some shit, and you're gonna make it. It's gonna be in the
I'm excited.
baking department. So,
Oh, hell yeah.
um,
As long as I don't add shit, I won't fuck it up.
yeah, that's
Maybe.
true.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see what
See
happens.
about that, Shay.
Yeah, you gotta be delicate.
I'll be delicate. I know I'm a klutz. Like I spilled all that drink today. And then I
It's
fucking
fine.
almost broke your glass. And
No,
then I
it's
dropped
fine.
some ice.
You are like my bull in China shop, but it's fine.
It's true.
And then I'm gonna talk about some nostalgia.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I may or may have not
Is it
cheated
de-
again.
Is it about Dennis the Menace's mom?
It'd be amazing if it was, but
I
it
wish
was not
that-
about Leah Thompson's career.
Damn it.
And there really isn't anything that made me feel 30 this week. At all. I'm just careening toward oblivion, so
Yeah, that's perfect.
it's fine.
What did I feel? Just kidding.
What did I feel? Did I feel emotion?
Funny thing.
Yes.
What made me not feel 30 is
Oh,
that
okay, that's always good.
the first night. So me and Chris decided that we were just gonna go to Montana the first day, stay the night, and then go to the actual cabin because it was like in the middle. Anyway, we decided we were gonna drive through Yellowstone because it was kind of the same amount of time.
Right.
So the first place we stopped though, like there were like no campsites really available. There were no hotels that were under like $250 for a night. We're like, we're not
Jesus,
doing that.
yeah.
So we found this little campground. It was called
Camp Anawana.
Wheels of Wonderment. And we were like, oh
amazing.
my God, what is this? And so they had like, it was like a campground with like teepees, and then they had like campsites, and then they also had these little like old.
So super in the realm of racism.
it
Got
was
it.
real.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Got it.
You could stay in a white person teepee that they made.
Ooh, yes, because they all were like that. They were painted like that too.
I thought so. And then they also had these little sheds that they converted into little like rooms that were super like little log cabin room things.
And you guys just stumbled upon this?
Yeah, we were just Googling like while we barely had any service anywhere in Wyoming.
It was fucking destiny. I love it.
Yeah. And then we called them and they're like, yeah, the only room we have left is one of our little cabins, but it has 2 twin beds. And we were like,
Perfect. We're gonna live
perfect,
like
let's book
fucking
it.
Ricky and Lucy over
It
here.
was-
It's gonna be great.
So we literally pull up at like 10:30 at night, like they had already gone because it's like this couple that owns it, I guess.
I just swallowed
in
cement.
a beautiful place. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Right before Yellowstone, but they like literally he's like, all right, well, we'll just leave the key in the cabin and we'll just leave it unlocked. I was like, what? That's okay. He's like, yeah, that's fine. That's just what we'll do. And he's like, and then at 7 a.m, we'll have coffee for you in the lobby. And I was like, okay.
I love your voices that you make for people.
That's how we talked.
Anyway, go on.
And it was funny. We pulled up at like 10:30 at night. We went in our little
And it was
twin
there.
bed. Yeah, everything was fine. There was no one hiding in there. It was like a cute little log cabin feel.
There was nobody
like
there to
twin
murder
beds.
us. It was fine.
Yeah, and then there's also like a communal bathroom. He called it the bathhouses. They were
Right.
super sweet. There's like a reclining like massage chair in there. I did not use that. Don't worry. Did not sit on that.
I was gonna say, are you pregnant?
I do have a couple diseases.
Jesus
But yeah, it was
the
hilarious.
communal bathhouse where no rape ever happens.
Never. Yeah, it was really cute and hilarious and
That's
awesome. And that made me
awesome,
not
actually.
feel 30 sleeping in a double twin.
Did you guys
cabin.
just kind of bunker up and just be like,
I actually
Good night,
did.
Chris.
I slept with Chris in the twin bed. Like we fell
I would
asleep in
think
the
so.
same
Like
bed.
that'd be weird if you.
But then
didn't.
I was like, I'm getting into my own twin. Like at 3 a.m.
oh, because you guys were hot and sweaty.
Yeah, I was getting warm, and then I was also against the wall in the crevice. But it was funny.
Dude, that's
It was
hilarious.
sweet. That's how I didn't feel 30 because I had to sleep in a twin bed.
You just
cabin.
felt like you were in 1955. It was awesome.
Very cute.
That's super cute.
It was actually an adorable place, and the name of it was ridiculous. All the
What was it
reviews
called
were
again?
good. Wheels of Wonderment. It was It was cool.
Wonderment.
It was cool.
I just like that they had a massage chair. They're like, welcome. You're like,
In this really nice bathroom that they redid.
Like I just
the big
imagine like David
bathhouse.
Cross from like She's the Man going, welcome, 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 welcome.
Yeah, that's pretty much what the
Yeah.
fucking owner was.
That's amazing.
Like when I was talking to him on the phone, he was like so happy and excited. I never actually met him, but I'll have to send him a thank you note. Well, should we get into this?
We probably should because
thing?
we're 30 minutes in. So
Oh, damn.
okay,
Here we go.
let's make some stuff.
Okay,
My
my
OCD
loaf
hurts.
pan, which is a long, deep rectangle, is greased.
Okay, you need to stop yelling at me.
Long and deep rectangle.
Long and deep, just like Adam. Okay.
Adam's best loaf pan.
Okay, so you're also gonna sprinkle it with some flour. Is your shit greased?
Unless you're Adam's best.
Unless you're Adam's best, then you can be a dick all night long.
Okay. We're greased.
Okay, we're greased and
We're
we're floured.
grease lightning.
Okay, now you get to peel and core and cut the pears into 1/4-inch cubes. Now it calls for 2 pears, but these one looked a little small to me, so I
Girl,
went
I
for
love
3.
that you got more.
Yeah, and then you're gonna dice that shit into 1/4-inch cubes. And then we're gonna have to do, I think, the same thing with the ginger, because the ginger is 3 tablespoons of an 1/8-inch cubes peeled fresh ginger.
And Shay, do you remember what we learned when you made Sam's? About how to peel ginger the best way? Do you remember the secret?
I don't.
You don't remember my secret?
I think I was a little drunk for your secret.
You were, and your eyes were very spicy.
They were.
You use a spoon.
That's.
I thought this was a pear this whole time. It's a fucking lemon.
It's a
guys.
lemon.
It was as big as those pears.
Jesus. How did you peel it with a spoon? Oh, that's right.
You
'cause
use
push it.
the like edge side of the spoon.
That's right.
Because the fibers get all caught in your damn peeler, and you can't peel it fast. So if you just use a spoon, you go peel, bitch.
Just like
And
that.
you're done.
Then you're done.
Done. All right, one more slap chop.
One more slappy chop. There we go. Boom, boom.
All right, diced up, ready to go.
Okay.
I didn't
Then we're
remember
gonna
what you told me
do-
next.
We're gonna do We're gonna do the 3 tablespoons of the eighth-inch cubes of peeled fresh ginger. And then I think
Right.
you're done with all the chopping.
The ginger peeling, peel the ginger spice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that smells good.
Oh, yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you, my child.
Thank you, my child.
Ooh, child, this peeling's gonna get easier.
Hopefully.
Ooh, child, the ginger's gonna be peeled, yeah. Someday, the ginger's gonna be
I think that's what I think is like. I always think that you know lyrics, but you just know you're very good at knowing like the tune and then just making up lyrics.
Yeah,
that's what you're really good
at knowing how someone sings something, but I don't know the words.
Right?
You know, it's like that's just how my brain works. Now I'm gonna slice this ginger nice and thin, and then I'll cut it into matchsticks, and then I'll chop it into dices.
Ooh,
Isn't that fun?
it is pretty fun.
And it's 3 tablespoons.
It is 3 tablespoons all day, Linda.
Oh.
This
is weird when your cutting board's warped.
It's part of the challenge at Shay's Kitchen.
Is this Cutthroat Kitchen?
This is
You
like
have to use a warped cutting board.
this is like this is what they should put in like for the worst cooks of America. Just like cook on warped kind of defective products.
I think that's about 3 tablespoons. Okay, we're ready to go. Did I cut these too big?
No.
Okay.
They're perfect. Okay.
I knew it.
So, now, you're going to stir the pears and ginger together in a medium bowl. And I got a plethora of those.
Where they at right here? Mm-hmm. Oh, I know where those be.
Oh, you betcha, Margie.
Are we putting the pears into a batter, or are we putting the batter mixing in with the pears?
We are. No, you're gonna fold that into the mixture eventually.
Okay. Cool.
So you're gonna put that all in there and just set that aside.
Cool. Beans. Harry.
Okay.
All right, mixed.
Mixed it up. Okay. So now you're gonna pour the buttermilk into a measuring cup. And stir in the vanilla and the zest. And you're gonna need a 1/3 cup of buttermilk.
A 1/3 cup of buttermilk. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what we can do with this mic.
So, I'll guide you. If you open this little island thing up, you can find a OXO brand, #sponsor us. It's on the other side. Other side. It fell off. Great.
What? How much? 1/3 of a cup?
1/3 of a cup, and it's in the refrigerator. The cold box, the ice box, as you would say.
There's an
in
ice
1952.
Box where my heart used to be. Remember that Omarion song?
I vaguely remember it. Good. Fuck. Okay.
It's so cold. It's so cold. It's so cold. 1/3 of a cup. Here we go. Here we go. Ah!
Will you flip your mic?
That's different. Oh,
Thank you.
Can you hear me?
You're good now.
Can you hear me? I can't use this measuring cup.
See, here's the test.
Can I measure something? No,
because again,
I can't.
it's just like when you're cooking savory, you can do whatever the fuck you want. It's not gonna affect, but it will because this is science, which is your favorite.
Science?
It is science.
Oh, so this is a science topic?
Which, by the way, like we were talking about, like our field trips, like where to go. I'm glad we went to the Shambhala Center, but we could have gone. Do you know the exhibit right now at not the stupid kid museum, but the other museum in Fort Collins is about like how our environment is changing over the years, and I'm like, you would have loved that.
I'll just go for science next week when I roll it.
It's true. Okay. Especially like it'll probably be one room, and they're like, "Do you feel that?" That's the wind
global
of change.
warming. That's
Make
global
it stop.
warming and it's at its finest.
Yeah. Anyway, where we at? Okay, so you're gonna stir in the vanilla and all the zest, which is the zest of 1 lemon
Ooh, I love to zest lemon.
and zest of 1 orange, and then the vanilla is gonna be 1.5 teaspoons.
So I'm stirring this into the buttermilk?
You're gonna stir this into the buttermilk. So you're gonna zest that up, and I don't think I've washed either one of those.
All right, we're going to wash those up.
It also says on here preferably organic because the pastry queen likes to be conscious.
Well, she's good and smart because she don't want to get no pesticides in her goddamn food, and neither should anybody else.
True.
All right, zested
And done.
and ready to go.
Okay, next. I'm going to set that aside right now.
Set it.
Set it aside. Okay. In another medium bowl. Do we have? Yeah, we have one. Okay.
Is this the batter or no?
Actually, we could do that. Yeah. Okay. So in this medium bowl, we're gonna stir together the flour.
Jesus. Oh, I never
The
put the
flour-
vanilla. How much vanilla?
1.5 teaspoons. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, 1.5 teaspoons.
Perfect.
So, in a medium bowl, you're gonna stir the flour, the baking powder, and baking soda and salt. So for the flour, you're gonna do 2 cups,
2 cups flour,
1 teaspoon of baking powder,
teaspoon of baking powder,
and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda,
half baking soda,
and 1/4 of salt.
salt. I don't know where that is, so I'll find. Oh, I know where it is.
We'll just use that.
Do you have teaspoons,
Everyone
Shay?
would like give me shit about if you turn around in that drawer.
This is your baking one.
I just went baking one.
1 teaspoon.
One
Tisp.
Just the tip.
That's the
Just
best.
the tisp.
It's the best cooking scene of all time.
Which one?
In Sleeping Beauty.
What?
When the fairies are baking cake. What?
I don't remember that.
And they like don't know how to read recipes because they're fucking fairies and they're like, we're not using any magic. And they like have a contest on who makes the best cake. And they're like, we can't use any magic. And they're like, they're like, 1 tisp. What's a tisp? You don't remember that in the cartoon?
In
And
the
then they
Disney
end
one?
up like yeah.
I remember them.
And then they end up like
colors.
using magic and like sabotaging each other's cakes and like
Don't remember that.
the batter's like mixing by itself and oh my god, that is like the best fucking scene.
I think I only watched that movie like once or twice.
I was like my sister's favorite, so we watched it a lot. But I loved that scene. It was so funny because they can't read a recipe because they're goddamn fairies
They're
and they just
silly
go like
fairies.
this, cake, boop. You know.
Exactly.
All right, 2 cups.
All right, 2
half
cups.
teaspoon of baking powder.
No. Half a
1
teaspoon.
teaspoon.
1 teaspoon of baking powder.
Half teaspoon of baking soda.
Yeah.
And then
you would have
quarter
fucked
of
that
salt.
shit up real quick.
Good thing I
Yep.
said that.
Yep.
1 teaspoon of baking powder. That's usually what I do is I fuck up the baking powder.
Yep. Yeah, that'll be a totally different fucking pastry product.
Half. Oh shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Wait, baking soda?
Baking soda, half.
I know.
I know.
I know now.
And then a
Quarter.
a quarter of salt. And honestly, like, I don't understand. Like, everyone, like, sometimes chastise me about, like, why would you use, like, the kosher salt in it? I'm like, it's no different. It's actually
Just
better.
now- yeah.
So, shut up.
Stupids. Also,
Okay.
always add salt to your shit. Okay,
Yeah.
guys?
So, mix that up a little bit.
Okay.
Mix it up with a fork or whatever.
Why do you mix me up? Buttercup, baby, just to let me down.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so now.
Stirred it up, darling.
So, now you're going to take my little mixer over there. Yeah.
Are you sure we need to use this?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
kidding.
Oh, you betcha, Margie.
Am I using a paddle?
Oh, that's a good deducing skill. Guess.
Yeah.
Sure are.
Oh my god, I'm so smart.
You are super smart.
I know my things.
Okay.
Butter?
Butter.
The whole stick?
The whole stick.
Sugar?
The sugar too.
Can I ask if we're creaming the butter with the sugar together?
You're thinking with your brain. Yep, that's exactly what it is.
That's crazy. I would have never known.
So you're gonna beat that sugar in a large bowl on medium high speed.
Hey, why do we do that, Miss Pastry Chef?
Why do we bake the or why do we
Cream
mix
the
the
butter.
sugar in the because it makes it all because that's how it's gonna make it all fluffy and light.
It is, and you don't want to just
And you want to make it
incorporate that
You wanna-
sugar.
You want to make sure to have that shit room temperature. Don't microwave that shit because
Fuck
it makes
it
a
up.
whole fucking difference.
How much sugar?
You're gonna do. I didn't tell you that, so good call. 1 cup.
I knew it.
1 cup, and you're gonna throw that whole stick in there. And because it's all nice and room temperature and not softened by the microwave, it's gonna make this beautiful like pale color, which is what you're aiming for.
Yeah, you want that light.
That light, fluffy, where it looks like fucking ice cream almost. Ooh, that's a good one. We should make ice cream.
Oh, fuck yeah. We should make Brie I know what we'll do one day.
Yeah. Ice cream would be a good one. I need to get the attachment to that. Because either you can fuck that up or you can make that completely right, and it's so goddamn good.
You want to make it right.
Yeah. Make that nice and fluffy. Yeah. And you know when it's fluffy too. It kind of gets a little bit bigger. Like, kind of expands a little bit. So it just, like, looks like whipped, like, almost like, kind of like whipped cream almost, but not chunky. You know if you break it.
Mm-hmm. You don't want that.
You don't want it. Well, that's how you make a nice little fluffy bread. A quick bread, at least.
Just fluff it up.
Just fluff
well, I'll
it
drink
up.
to that. Can you over whip cream, butter, and sugar, Shay?
Oh, you fucking can.
You can.
It'll
You don't
break
want
the shit
to.
out of it.
I did it.
Did you do it?
I think I did it right.
Good.
I just want a spatula. Scrape her down.
It's like anything. It's like if you over whip whipping cream and you break it.
Okay. Your
was
cat
that?
sounded like a human being.
Was that Buddha?
I thought that was Colonel.
Oh, what is he doing? Is he dying?
He's stuck in the trash can.
That was bizarre. It was just, it happened right when you turned that off.
Yeah, he was sad that I was done creaming the butter and the sugar. Should I do it more?
Let me see. No, that looks good. It looks like a.
I
So
can
it looks
quenelle
like,
it like a quenelle.
Yeah, you can. It looks like a. It's not like yellow, but it looks like a pasty white.
Just like my body.
Just like your body.
Actually, I'm pretty tan right now being outside in Montana for the last week.
It's true.
It's going to go away tomorrow.
Tan meaning like kind of red in the
Yeah,
face.
just basically, and by tan, I mean I'm just red. Like my tan is just like brownish red,
That's fair.
you know?
It looks good though. Looks good on you.
Thanks, Shay.
Looks good.
I really try to get tan.
So we're gonna do. So now I think we're gonna add the eggs now. So you're gonna add the eggs one at a time.
One at a time.
This one says, and it's up to you if you want to go by this, but beating for 20 seconds each between each addition.
But, okay, got you. And how many eggs? 3?
Dose.
2 eggs. 20 seconds. Should I count down?
You can do whatever you want to do. This is your deal. I'm reading you the recipe and you do what you feel.
Okay, Shay.
Will it be the right choice or will it not be the right choice?
Oh my god. You're like, oh, she's gonna fuck this up.
No, she ain't. No, you ain't.
I'm not. I make quick breads all the time. It's a quick bread. Actually, I don't make quick breads all the time, but I do love them.
They are fun, but sometimes you really can fuck them up if you over mix it
Or if you don't rehydrate something that needs to be rehydrated, then you put it in the quick bread. That happened to me in culinary school. I was supposed to do that with like this cranberry orange bread that I was making, and I didn't rehydrate the cranberries, and it looked like the Rocky Mountain Range when I baked it. And I was like, "What did I do, chef?" And they're like, "Yeah, you didn't fucking rehydrate the cranberries like you were supposed to do."
First of all, was it during the class that you guys got like a way more informed like bakery class than we got a fucking culinary class? They're like, here's some knife skills that we're gonna kind of teach you, and then we're gonna teach you how to make a fucking quiche. And that's what we did for our fucking like,
That was your
savory.
culinary school?
That was our savory.
Class? That's funny. We learned some cool shit in our pastry classes, but there were only 2 of them. Pastry classes.
we
We
only
did have a
had-
dessert class, I think, too.
We only had one, and it was like fundamentals, and it was kind of knife skills, and then it was like how to make a quiche.
We're like,
right.
come on, we already know how to fucking do that. All right, eggs added, beaten, 20 seconds each.
Okay.
We're ready.
So, you're going to add that flour mixture alternately with the buttermilk mixture, beating on low speed just until combined after each addition.
Was it say a third of each?
It says add the flour mixture alternately with the buttermilk. So, however you want to do it.
Oh my
So,
god.
this is going to be the test.
The testament.
The test of like the land before time. Are you going to make it to the Great Valley? Okay, so
Hey.
you
Excuse me.
you did all that. So when you did all, so you're gonna fold in the ginger
I was ready
peach.
for that.
You're gonna fold in that mixture, and then after you fold that in real nice and good
Go put it in that pan.
You're going to pour it in that batter and bake it about 55 minutes. But my suggestion to you is to check it at 45 minutes.
I almost didn't fold in the pears
I
because
know,
I'm so
I was watching you do,
nervous.
but I'm not going to give you any hints.
You're not. You almost let me sabotage
I
my
did.
own fucking
It's like,
shit.
well, that sucks. No, I would have told you.
Fold?
Folding.
Why do we fold?
We fold it so we just it keeps it fluffy because all that fucking fruit is gonna punch holes in that fucking batter, that beautiful, beautiful batter that you made. So we want to keep that light and fluffy.
Keep it light. Keep it.
You don't want that shit to be dense, though.
No, we'll find out if it is. All right, I did it.
All right, go for it. Do you feel confident?
I feel real good about this.
Oh, it looks good. That one looks like a good bread, girl.
Oh, shit. Guess we'll find out later. I didn't even get flour all over the place.
I know. Look at you, you clean little baker.
I'm such. Whenever I bake, though, I get flour everywhere.
Yeah, I usually do too.
But that's okay.
Look at you.
I'm going to pat that down.
You gonna pat it
Not
down?
pat it down, just spread her out.
There you go.
Then I'm going to give her a little tap, tap, taparoo.
That's a good one, just to
Just
get all
in
that air bubbles
case.
up.
Make sure all the shit gets down in there.
I like it.
Get all the batter off the spatula.
Oh my word.
What?
Speaking of nostalgia, from like 5 minutes ago, nice. That sounds dense as fuck, girl. Sounds good.
It's dense?
Like it sounds like you can hear like the fucking hollowness, which is
Okay,
good.
good.
You can
And
throw
now-
that. You can put it in. And you, like it won't bake on top of that oven.
It won't. You have to put it inside
You gotta
the
put it in
oven.
you gotta put it in that hot box.
Okay, girl. 45 minutes? Seconds?
That's what I would
Seconds
do.
or minutes? Oh, no. You're not going to tell me?
I'm not gonna tell you. It's
You're
supposed
not
to bake
gonna tell
for a full 55 minutes.
Okay.
So you decide.
We'll check it at 45.
Yeah.
We'll put a cake tester in there. Make sure it comes out clean, because if it don't, you need to cook it longer.
That's the truth.
You know? Gotta cook it a
Or
little bit longer.
sometimes it's a lot like cake, and you can just press on it.
Okay, maybe we'll
Bounces
do that.
back on you. You're solid.
Maybe I'll let it bounce back like
Mm-hmm.
a big old booty.
Like a big old fucking booty. All right.
All right, well, I guess we're going to talk about nostalgia while that thing bakes in the oven.
Yep.
The first thing, set the timer. I don't like to set timers. That's why I burnt my bacon date, Shay.
That's fair. I know.
Every
'cause you would
time I was
forget-
like, I remember
because
they're
you're
in
doing
there. I
17
don't.
different things.
That's
Okay.
usually true.
So everybody stand by.
Where?
We'll be back.
Testing.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
I'm not on the lob mic anymore. Do you guys hear me good?
Better.
I didn't hear myself at all that last time. I was feeling a little weird because I didn't have my headphones because I had the little baby mic.
It's true. But you sounded good, girl.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I think I'm feeling good from that whole drink that I just finished.
It was a nice one, wasn't it?
It was. It was a barrel of laughs.
'Cause it
Barrel
was
of
a barrel?
ginger.
It was a barrel.
It was in our barrel glasses that are fucking like a quart,
Yeah.
pretty much. So just
They're like a close gallon.
a close.
A close
They're
gallon.
about a quarter of a gallon,
They're like a quarter.
which is why they're a quart.
Oh, I like what you did there.
Do you get it? Do you get? Oh, hey, Colonel, get your starfruit right out of my face. Okay. Do you guys remember what starfruit is? Hopefully you do.
Ugh. It's the grossest kind of fruit.
Especially when you're talking about a cat's butthole looking like a starfruit. You know?
Yes.
So, guys, just so you know, the quick bread has been made. It is in the oven right now. It has about
True
20
that.
minutes left. It is starting to smell. We can smell the bread, the ginger, the pears, the sugar, the water. There's actually no water in there.
There is no water in there.
But if you guys know what Men in Black is, you know what that sugar and water is from. Anyway, so we're
More.
just waiting for it to bake the rest of the way. And Shay's about to talk some nostalgia
I'm
on
gonna talk
us.
some nostalgia. Did you guys miss us in our normal little platform?
Did you? Did you like our field trips?
missed us as in like the buzz dust. The buzz dust is the best dust of us.
What in the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know, but that drink was delicious.
What does the buzz does?
The buzzed us, like we're buzzed.
Oh,
You got it?
I thought you were like quoting something, and
No,
I had no
I'm
idea
not,
what it was.
I'm not
from.
that clever. I'm
It
not
was just
gonna lie to you.
straight from the dome.
Nope, it's just straight from my noggin.
Yeah, your dome, girl.
What?
Straight from the dome. Your
My
fucking head.
My hat rack.
Yes.
A hat rack. Let me ask you something. Do you like milk?
I fucking love milk.
Are you being facetious?
No, did we talk about this? I drink whole milk.
No, we didn't.
On a
I don't talk
regular
about this because I
basis.
don't think we would be friends if we did. But I guess we're not gonna be friends anymore.
I guess we can't do this podcast because I
No.
drink whole milk. Fuck you. I'm sorry, I'm not lactose intolerant.
I'm the
bitch.
same way though. Like I don't drink whole milk, but it's worse than whole milk. I like to drink
skim milk.
No, oh God, no! That's like drinking like weird
That's
colored
like,
water.
It's like I'll drink water if
but
I'm
like
gonna
it
drink
has like a
skim milk.
murky taste to it, and it's just
Yeah,
it's
it's
bizarre.
like murky water.
It's murky water,
Fish water.
fresh murky water, the best that the planet Earth can survive because it's all she can give us anymore. No, I like to drink 2% milk, but after it's been sitting out for a minute.
Okay.
Not like for like a day.
Not like a like.
And
10
not for like an
minutes?
hour, for like
Okay.
maybe like 15 minutes, where it kind of gets warm. It's like
Okay,
lukewarm.
I don't like that, but that's fine.
And then I like to eat it with pretzel or drink it with pretzels. Because I'm a weirdo. My friend used to make fun of me all the time about
That's
it.
fine.
She's like,
Right.
everyone has an old lady snack, and that's your old lady snack. I'm like, that's fair.
I like
Anyway.
warm 2% milk with pretzels.
It's true.
Hi, my
and then I
name's
like
Shay.
to feed
Do you-
Whiskers, and it's good. I like to pet him from the right to the left when his head's on my
Counterclockwise.
left on counterclockwise. Anyway, the reason why I ask is like, do you remember
Got milk?
do you remember another little campaign that was ran on milk cartons?
Oh, the missing milk.
The
Girls
missing
and boys.
The
Who's
missing
missing
kids,
on the milk
the
carton?
milk carton kids.
Yeah, dude.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about that.
Oh my god.
So here we go.
you are a cheater.
I am a total cheater. I'm a total cheater.
It is nostalgic.
Honestly,
though,
now
because
it's almost like a challenge to like whenever I get a role, I'm like, how could I make this about murder?
Oh my god, I like that.
I like it.
All right, cool.
That should be really what
Shay's
the
a
podcast should be
creep,
called.
so
Like,
let's-
Shay's a Creep and how she makes every subject and role about murder. It'd be too long though.
We should call it- How can this be about murder? No, that would never
No,
work.
but it's fine.
Anyway, I do love milk.
And
I thought we talked about how I was talking to, maybe I didn't tell you this, but I was at the cooking studio and I was working with this assistant guy, and he was like, we were talking about drinks with dinner. He's like, well, what? Because I was talking about how I never drink water. He's like, well, what do you drink with your dinner? I was like, whole milk. He's like, what? I was like, yeah, I do. He's like, are you 80? I was like, yeah, I fucking am. Me and Chris drink our whole milk with our dinner.
and it's
every
five.
night.
It is 5 courses every single night.
It is.
There's a vegetable.
Sometimes it's only milk. So
There's a dessert, preferably from a can, and
where there's
a-
original
fruit cocktail with those like fucking like neon looking cherries.
ambrosia salad and
Jesus.
marshmallows, pineapple,
Martha.
Cool Whip,
Um.
coconut.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's adorable.
Milk.
My great uncle, every single dinner, he would drink milk. It was skim though,
oh,
so he would drink like
Uncle
white colored
Tommy.
water. It was nasty.
can't be drinking that. Shh.
It's true. Okay. Anyway, so during the late like 1970s, 1980s in the United States, missing child cases garnered a great deal of news media attention. And among these was the disappearance of Ethan Patz. And I say that because it's not Ethan, it's Eton. So
Are you sure you're not drunk?
Eton, because it's spelled E-T-A-N, not Ethan. There's no H in it. So just so everybody knows,
So it's not like
Eton.
Eaton, the town that's like down the road.
Kind of, just without the O.
Okay, I got you.
Anyway, so Eaton Patz, who was never found, and he was declared dead in 2001.
In 2001?
Yeah, he was declared because he was missing from
For that long?
Yeah, from 1979, and he was
missing for a while. So.
Right, but he was like, I mean, they keep like missing person cases open for a long time, and if there's no body, you can do it. But he was declared dead,
Okay.
a couple decades later, because it's just like, okay, he's probably gone. A man by the name of Pedro Hernandez was eventually like convicted of the crime in 2012, but just so I can tell you that case did eventually get closure. And the kidnapping and the murder of Adam Walsh in 1981 was a big deal as well. And he actually was the son of John Walsh, who was the founder of a little-known TV show called America's Most Wanted. So he was it was a high-profile case as well.
Damn.
Yeah. So with Adam Walsh's, he actually was found later though. He was missing, and I think they found him a week later, and he actually was decapitated. He was found like in a storage drain. I believe though that his murder has never been solved. I believe. I could be wrong about that, but
they did find him.
They did find his body.
I mean,
they found his body.
Yikes.
But his father went on to find, and you see him like on a bunch of like crime shows now and hosting.
Was that before or after he was America's Most Wanted host?
This was before. So this is what inspired him to become an advocate for missing persons and everything else, and founded like that like in the 90s. I remember like watching that all the fucking time with my parents. Was America's Most Wanted, which is like a really weird, wholesome thing to be watching.
All right, kids, we're gonna watch America's Most Wanted.
Come on, we're gonna watch The Simpsons, and then right after that, we're gonna watch something that you can't sleep at night. So good luck.
Now lock your doors.
Lock your doors. Be good, because the goat lady's not the only one that's out there to get you. Anyway, so it was also like around the time that like the term stranger danger was a big thing, like stranger danger. So that actually
I know about stranger danger.
About stranger danger.
Girl.
So that became a big thing when like back in like the early 80s. And in 1984, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children was founded. And then in December of 1984, the nonprofit National Child Safety Council began. And
time out. That bread smells real good now,
doesn't it? It's getting close.
It's getting close. Anyway,
yeah.
Back to murder.
So they began a nationwide program called the Missing Children Milk Carton Program. So in the United States,
which is a fucking good idea. It's like that. What else were people being exposed to? There was no social media, so it's like, let's put these kids' faces on the milk cartons because everyone drinks goddamn milk
because of like these amazing farmers. So,
hell yeah, farmers, you save the world all the time.
So that program was founded because in March of 1985, 700 of 1,600 independent dairies in the United States had adopted a practice of publishing photos of missing children on milk cartons. And the very first milk carton to feature the faces of missing children came out of the Anderson Erickson Dairy in Des Moines, Iowa, in 1984, and featured 2 boys. And it's actually a common belief that Eaton was the first boy. Like it's all over like a bunch of sources that Eaton was the first boy to ever be featured on like a milk carton, but that is not true actually. It was actually 2 boys named by Johnny Ghosh and a 12-year-old paperboy who went missing in the middle of like completing his like route in 1982.
God.
Isn't that sad? And then his mother Noreen quickly called the police but at this time there was no difference in the eyes of the law between missing adult and a missing child. So the Ghosh family was forced to wait 3 fucking days to make it like a missing person because like a child was not. They just didn't see the difference between that. So there was no like Amber Alert system, obviously, or there was just no like kind of a special
'Cause, like,
circumstance.
he ran away down the cornfield. He's fine.
He's fine. Don't worry about them. Johnny's family did everything in their power to encourage like law enforcement to search for their son, who some believe was a runaway. Among other things, Noreen successfully lobbied for a change in state legislation governing the ways law enforcement treated missing children. So she at least pushed that the legislation through, because I mean, essentially the law failed her son. But like again, they didn't. This is out in the middle of fucking podunk nowhere. Like nothing like this ever fucking happened. Mm-hmm. So anyway, so
he probably got caught in a thresher.
He got caught in the thresher. Don't worry about little Johnny. Jesus. An estimated 5 billion milk cartons were distributed during the program's heyday, featuring 70 missing kids. Though its successes were few. Yeah, and most kids were never found. But like, I guess I never. It's like one of those. What do you call it? It's like the Mandela effect, where you think like, oh yeah, I remember the milk cartons, but you never actually really remembered them. Like, I always think that I did, but I don't think I could ever remember a time that I think maybe like when I was in kindergarten that there was like maybe a couple times that I could pick up a milk carton, there'd be something behind it, but it was never like it was in my refrigerator at home or anything like that. But I always like oh yeah, I remember like I do remember them, but I don't think I remember them as much as I like they actually were happening. Anyway, so but it's because I mean just by the fact that it was like there was only 70 missing kids, and the milk carton thing, you always kind of see it in, you know, the past, like it's like, oh my god, this was like a huge fucking program, and it was like, you know, hundreds upon hundreds of kids were on the only 70 missing kids were ever generated on those milk cartons.
Really?
That's it. And in your brain you're thinking like, oh, there must have been hundreds of thousands.
But it was just like the same kid for
it was the same
kid
for a long time. Yeah.
Oh.
So, anyway.
That is crazy.
So I thought that was kind of crazy when I was reading. I'm like, I guess that's true. Like, I don't think I ever really remember seeing it like every week. That's for sure.
So I know. When did it start?
It started in like around like 1984, 85. When did it stop? I'll get to that. Oh, okay. So
I'm jumping the gun.
It's all good.
I'm jumping the curtain.
So even like that there were like no there wasn't like a whole lot of success rate with this. There was one notable exception: the abduction of Bonnie Loman. Loman's mother and stepfather had kidnapped the girl from her biological father when she was 3, and 4 years later, Loman spotted her own photo on the side of a milk carton. Can you imagine that? Just be eating like your fucking like Fruity Pebbles or Trix, like when I was a kid, and just be like, huh.
That's my face.
I just wanted the prize in the box, but you know.
I was just trying to read the nutrition facts, Mom.
I was just trying to do the fucking maze and trying to get the leprechaun out, but like whatever. So she saw her picture on the side of the box, and although the 7-year-old girl didn't fully understand the significance of it all, out of sheer luck, neighbors found the photo in a box of toys that Loman had left in their house, and they quickly contacted the authorities. And then she was reunited, which is amazing. Yeah. So she was like actually one of the only ones that actually generated a positive outcome out of the entire fucking program, which was
a good idea.
Which is super sad. Yeah. So here's some fast facts. So although the term stranger danger became a coined term during the campaign, it was actually more likely that a kid was taken by like a disgruntled parent. Gross. Which is why they think that with Eaton, that's why like for a long time, you know, it was a very safe neighborhood. Even in like I think it was New York at the time that he went missing, and it was actually he was told he begged his parents like at the time like I want to say he was like 6 or 7, but it was kind of at the time it was a super safe neighborhood, and he begged his parents. He just said like, can I just go and walk to the bus stop myself? I just want to go walk to the bus stop myself. And so his parents have always regretted that day, but at the same time, they're like, you know, at some point you can't coddle them forever. And we thought that we were in a safe neighborhood and everything else. Like, we can beat ourselves up all we want. But at the same time, like, it's like we can't hold their hand forever. I mean, who knows? It could have happened 5 years from now. Who knows? And they're not like downplaying, like they're super sad that he's gone and everything else. And of course, they probably blame themselves, but they also kind of, it's like a double-sided coin. It's just like, well, why do I always say that? It's always the flip side of the coin. Coins are always double-sided. Jesus Christ, Shay. Anyway, you're such an idiot. God. Anyway.
I always know what you mean.
Yes, it's true.
I'm just like, yep.
Yep, that is a double-sided coin.
Coins only have one.
They only have one side. But they talk about just like, at that time, like we just, and again, it was like before cell phones, it was for whatever. They're just like, we lived in a safe neighborhood. We thought it'd be fine, and we can't coddle them forever.
Yeah.
So, and that's when he went missing. It's like during whatever point from his house to that bus stop. He was gone.
The first time.
The first time.
Sucks.
So sad.
That's what, like, if I ever have kids.
Yeah. If.
Like, I'm going to be so afraid for their whole lives.
Well, it's different now.
So it's like,
they have the whole world in their hand. Again, like, it's true. It's just, but even if you don't give them a cell phone, and they're still completely at risk, you never know. I don't know. I'm not a parent. I have no idea.
But it's like, I want you to be able to ride your bike in the neighborhood without.
But don't get abducted to a sex
crazy
trafficking
white
ring.
supremacist shooting. Just kidding.
Right. No, but it's true. It's fucking true. So also the program was also criticized for being racially biased, featuring predominantly white children, which is actually true. Like if you look at like a lot of them, they're all white little white kids.
Yeah, they were definitely not the only ones getting kidnapped, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure they were probably a very small fraction. I mean, that's a horrible thing to say, but you know what I mean. Like, unfortunately, it also actually generated like an amount of distress in like a kid, like when they were like eating their cereal.
Yeah,
they would
that's
actually
creepy.
right, like so they actually became fearful of, like, okay, am I gonna get kidnapped? And so there was actually like this anxiety that would kind of come along with that. So they were seeing that kind of effect with this program, is that kids were actually becoming afraid that they were gonna get kidnapped.
Which, yeah, that's kind of creepy. Like, here's your boarding cereal.
Yeah.
Look at this kid that got abducted by someone
Do you
that
know
they
why?
can't find him.
Do you know why? Because he didn't do his laundry.
Because
He didn't do his fucking chores.
baseball outside of his house.
And he disappeared. And he fucking like disappointed his fucking parents.
Yeah, that is scary as
Yeah.
fuck.
Also, the data and the stats, they were just never recorded. So all of it it claimed. So it is claimed that the program was a pretty unsuccessful one, but no one was 100% sure because no data was ever collected. And
So they just printed these pictures and were just like, well, maybe something will come of this.
yeah, right. Like
But
so,
they
it's
never like followed.
right.
The
So they're
actual
like,
stories.
you know what? Good thing there's nothing at stake like these missing exploited children. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Jesus Christ. It's no big deal. It's just like a picture of like a fill in the color for like a cow. Like it's not a big deal. We don't need to take statistics on that. So yeah, so like even if it was like a highly successful thing, like no one would ever know because nothing was ever recorded. So they just like slapped fucking
It
pictures
was just
on
like
here.
the printers, and then like there was nothing like other than that. That
like hot off the press, right into the garbage. That's pretty much what it was. Like that.
funny.
There's like, which was super sad, but like makes more
they've
sense.
learned now about things like that.
I
I think.
mean, I hope so. So the practice had kind of begun to fade by the late 1980s and became completely obsolete when the Amber Alert system
Which was when?
was created in 1996. So today Amber Alert uses like technology like that includes obviously the like when it fucking scares the shit out of you when you're taking a coffee break. You're like, bah, Jesus.
When you're taking a nap.
Yep, when you're taking a
cat
little
nap.
little cat nap in your car that your boss doesn't know about. And then
Amber Alert!
yeah, so that's why they went away because like in 96 Amber Alert just made them obsolete. And yeah.
That's nuts.
That's all I got. It was a pretty quick one, but that's okay.
Fine. I did not know any of that.
Yeah.
I do think I remember like seeing a couple milk cartons with pictures on them, and I also remember reading a book about like that when I was like
of milk
in
cartons?
3rd grade or something. Like it's like the case of the missing fucking.
I feel
don't
like
know,
I
it was
remember seeing that too.
Like boxcar children.
Yeah, I think I remember
book or
seeing that as well.
something
like, it was
else,
some
Judy Blume, I
Yeah,
don't know.
some like life altering story about puberty or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Amelia Bedelia.
Yeah. And she's like, she just bakes too many pies.
And she can't read.
Nope.
She don't know what shit means.
She's so
Poor Amelia.
stupid. But yeah, so it was a pretty quick one. I didn't think I was going to get through that fast, but that's okay.
No.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
So some quick nostalgia / murder facts.
I know, I liked that. That is nostalgic and, again, has to do with murder. I like that that's your little game.
Yeah, it is. It's like a
this.
challenge now.
That's fun.
But it's horrible because
I'm just like, Bleh!
I should do better. I mean, they're not going to all be murder, you guys, I
You
promise.
did great. I liked it.
Thanks.
No, that's fucking...
Oh. Stand by. Okay, it's not ready yet, but it's okay.
Okay, guys, the quick bread is not ready.
You should get close to that microphone.
The quick bread
Okay, you don't
is
get that
not ready.
Okay, there you go.
I put 7 more minutes on it. I think that'll be perfect.
Good.
And the reason I could tell was because I did the cake tester like Shay told me, like with my finger testing to see if it sprung back, and it didn't. It was a little wet still. And so we put it back in. But it's puffy and it's not deflated.
It looks good. You did good, girl.
I'm so proud of myself.
I'm pretty good of it. I'm pretty proud of you.
That's why they call me the chef.
That's exactly why. Yeah.
Anyway,
so
fucking
that
missing
was
milk carton
my
kids.
little milk carton kids. It's like the boxcar kids, but worse,
That is creepy if you're a little kid like reading.
right? Like a newspaper, but it's just like about you. So instead of like when you are an old person and you're reading the obituaries and you're like, oh, my friends are dying. It kind of goes the other way around too.
Yeah, all of my peers are
dying,
getting
getting
kidnapped,
snatched in the night.
snatched. Ew, I don't like that word for certain things. Anyway,
Snatch.
ew. No, you're fine. But wait, so that one girl that was found, she saw her face on the milk carton, but then her neighbors found the milk carton in
Because
the
she just
toy box?
she didn't register it, so she must have picked it up and put it into like a toy box or something. And because I guess she went over to her neighbor's house, and then when they picked it up, they're like, "That's
So she just brought the
little
milk carton
Barbara." Yeah,
to her neighbors.
I guess so, which I thought was a little weird, but
I mean, I
whatever.
love milk, but I don't bring it everywhere I go.
it was the fucking 80s and 90s. You don't have a
Got
lot.
milk? You gotta take it with you.
You gotta take it with you, or it's gonna spoil.
I thought you were gonna talk about got milk,
Nope. That
which is super 90s.
that is a super 90s one. That's a good one.
When did that start? You better know
Mid
this.
90s. I don't know it because I didn't research it, but yeah, Little Eaton actually was because I dug more into his little murder, and his little murder. That's horrible.
His cute little murder.
When he was going to the bus stop, he actually got snatched by it was I believe it was like a brother-in-law's. No, it was like a friend's of the family brother-in-law that was working at like one of like the little stores or whatever, like a little store clerk, like a corner store, and he told the jury that he took him down in the basement and didn't do anything to him, but like he didn't sexually assault him, but he just like took him down to the basement and strangled him, and then I don't think his body was ever recovered. So just super sad, like senseless. Like why did you need to do that? So yeah, so they
People are fucking
right. So his
crazy.
parents at least got some closure, but yeah.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
he's
think about all the people that are missing.
Yeah.
That, like they've never fucking
Yeah.
they've never found.
right. So I mean, like, but it is like it is believed, like, knowledge that he was the very first milk carton kid, but he's not. Is poor little Johnny Gosh. And I actually think there's there's a documentary on Netflix about him.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think there is too.
Yeah, it's like called Who Took Johnny? And he's still declared missing.
Is that what that Hanson song's about?
I don't know, but
Do you know what I'm talking about?
no, I don't.
Where did he go? I wanna know. Where did Johnny go? It says picture unavailable. It's about this little boy Johnny whose picture's unavailable in the yearbook, and they're like, "Where's Johnny?" No one knows where Johnny went. Maybe that's what that fucking song's about.
It is. Maybe
I'm gonna ask Hanson.
maybe do you just DM Hanson and see how that goes?
I will. You don't remember
No.
that
I
song?
I wasn't a big Hanson listener.
Oh
I had
my
a lot
God,
of
it was
friends that were
fucking dramatic.
obsessed with fucking Hanson. I was like, I don't get it. I'm
love
just going to listen to My Chemical Romance and my Fall Out Boy, so fuck off.
They were not around then.
They were pretty, well, fine.
They were
okay.
underground then.
Fine. My Sum
were
41
probably-
and my bullshit, like, whatever sad punk shit I was watching or listening to.
Fucking Simple Plan.
Oh my God, I totally listened to Simple Plan. Oh God,
I'm a
Jesus.
dick. No, but
Did I
the
see them in
Hanson song-
concert? I think I did.
You did.
I did.
I thought
think
that I did, but it was Newfound Glory.
Oh, well, it's
With
kind of the
Good
same.
Charlotte.
Well, I saw Good Charlotte, too.
I mean, oh, hell yeah. They're the best.
I did like me some Good Charlotte.
But speaking of, but back to Hanson.
Yeah.
The song starts out and it's like talking about like, so basically,
I've never heard you giggle like that before.
I know I like lost my
Jesus.
breath while I was trying to laugh.
Like a little girl.
It's because it starts out by like people are signing their yearbooks and they're like, Katie wrote this and blah 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 wrote that, and then it's like, but where's Johnny? And they're like, and they sing the whole chorus about where did Johnny go? Because no one knows, and they're really sad about it. And then
That's
it like
fucking
goes
up.
into like more of the yearbook things that people write, and then it's like, where did he go, Johnny?
Oh, I don't remember that at
Oh,
all.
it's bad, but
Sounds super awesome.
it's good. Anywho, enough about Hanson. Should we,
Why don't we roll and wait for this bready bread?
okay, it's time to roll.
Oh, I don't have my phone because I need that for. Oh!
We got a timeout.
Now we are.
Okay.
Okay.
The bread still needs 5 more minutes, guys, and then we'll be good. It'll be perfect. It smells fucking really good. I can't wait to eat that.
It's gonna be pretty good. Okay. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Okay. Are you ready? Am I going first, as always?
You're first.
Oh, I got crime.
you're-
Just kidding.
Because you're the
Shut
the
up.
oldest.
The oldest of the 30-year-olds.
The eldest of the sisters.
We sisters 3. In my mind. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
See, I'm juggling up real good now.
I
You
know
see that,
you're
right?
not cheating. She's not cheating. If you roll fucking crime, what is it?
It's crime.
Okay, perfect time.
Jesus Christ.
Better tell me about the goat lady next week, you little bitch.
Maybe we'll see. I have to think of a good one.
2.
It's crime.
Okay.
No, we can do it.
We could do 2 crimes.
We're gonna do 2 crimes.
We've never done that.
No, we've never done that.
Oh my God, we're doing
Guys, we're gonna
2
get
for crime.
A crime double header.
Double dose of
Get
crime.
your chips and dips.
Get your
Place your bets.
Get your slashers and your gashers.
Okay.
Well, it's about crime, so it doesn't always end up in murder. It should though.
I mean,
For the
that's true. Like, you could always do a different kind of crime. You
You're
don't have
right.
to do murder.
You're right.
You can do whatever.
You'll do like Pablo Escobar.
Oh, you could.
That's a lot of murder.
I mean, there's
there's a few murders in his story.
I mean, he kind of puts Jack the Ripper to shame.
Maybe I'll
Because technically, I could have done Fire Festival as crime because it was a fraud.
that was I'll do Enron. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
God.
I'm just kidding.
You can do like the fucking what's her name?
John Benet Ramsey.
It was a great. Oh, that's a good.
Which
one.
I haven't. I actually was just thinking about that because I don't know. Like I know what happens, but I don't.
You don't. There was a really great documentary on who killed John Bonet, I believe it was called, and it was I think NBC or ABC did it, and I think actually their brother got really pissed because they kind of insinuated that he did it.
Well, didn't he?
There's like rumors.
Wait,
that he,
didn't they?
No, they never like.
They still haven't.
It is to this day unsolved. So I guess I'm not. Gonna
I
do
thought
John
they
Bonet.
solved it,
No, to this day,
and it's the brother.
to this day, it's unsolved.
Oh shit! Maybe I should do that.
Stand by. Hey, Ramsey. Okay, anyway. So the bread is out.
The bread's out.
The rolls are out. We're going to do a double dose of murder.
Oh my god.
Murder, She Wrote. Deuce.
Murder she wrote.
Yeah, exactly.
Murder she wrote.
Oh, God, I forgot that song.
Good.
Yeah, so Anyway, so yeah, that'll be an
Right.
interesting thing next week as we do a double dose of murder.
Of crime.
Of crime, I'm
Might
sorry.
not both be murder.
Yeah.
It's crime.
It's crime.
It's crime. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Well, shit, that's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, do you want to do some shout outs before we leave? I mean, we pulled out your bread, but we probably won't be able to taste it until we'll let you guys know what it tastes
We'll
like
let you
next
know
time.
next week.
But it looks pretty bomb. You look
We're
like
gonna
you
eat
nailed it. And
It's fluffy.
it's fluffy.
It's fluffy. Mm-hmm. It's springy. It smells good.
If
It's
the Michelin
golden
man,
brown.
he would be giving us tires and a set of 3 Michelin stars.
Excuse me, Michelin, if you want to sponsor me some new tires, that'd be great. Thanks,
That'd be great.
Michelin man. Speaking of that hashtag Michelin man, hashtag 30ish. You guys follow us on Instagram? I thought you did. If you don't, do it.
Do it now.
Tell your friends if you like us. Tell us if you like us. Tell us if you're like,
Hey, you cut me off. Don't
Hey,
do that.
you cut me off on the street and you had a 30ish podcast sticker. Because that's a review we have, which is sweet.
It's true. It's pretty
You're
awesome.
welcome.
Not gonna lie.
I'm sure it was me.
Maybe. I don't know. It could be me.
Today I was being kind of weird in my car, and I was like, "Oh shit, someone's gonna review me on Apple."
Great. I always think about that now. Is that I'm like, oh my god, who am I gonna cut off? Please don't review me. Unless you got something nice to say. Okay, bye.
But yeah, tell us what you think. Tell us how you are. Tell us if you like
All the
the
things.
things.
Tell us if you want to watch that channel that we're thinking about doing.
Yeah, if you'd watch a YouTube of us
Yeah.
doing random
Stuff.
doing these things. Also, yeah, let us know if you have any suggestions on stories we should do. Like, if you guys have a sweet,
Like a fun topic.
fun topic.
We'd be open to it.
Yeah, we are. And yeah, we love you guys. We're happy you're still listening. Thank you for sticking with us, even though we've taken a couple breaks.
Yep.
It's just
But
the
no more.
summertime.
No more.
Summertime and the living's easy. Oh, speaking of that song, do you know Lana Del Rey?
Yeah, love her.
You love her? I sometimes mostly hate her.
Why?
Because she sings like this and she sounds like she's gonna die.
Why do you sound like you're an old hag?
That's how she sounds
That
to
is
me.
not how she sounds.
Anyways, I heard a remix of her doing Summertime and the Living's Easy by the Sublime version of that song. It was kind of funny. It was like uppity, like poppy, electronic, and then it was Lana. Summertime and the living. Just kidding. She doesn't sing that.
That's all right. I get what
She
you're coming
sings
from, though.
alright.
I get where you're coming from. It's fine.
anyways.
You don't have to like everything I like. It's fine.
That's fine.
I mean, I
I'm
will
not
judge
as
you about it,
emo
but
as
it's
you.
fine.
She's,
Yeah.
She's super emo.
Can you see my tattoos of my eyeliner?
Yes, oh yeah, that's real. She has eyeliner tattoo. We talked about that.
We did.
Like dark, thick
It's so thick.
eyeliner. Just kidding.
Chola status.
And some lip liner.
Oh yeah,
tattooed on.
with no lipstick in the middle.
Yeah,
totally good.
I used to like to pretend to do that.
Did you?
I did when I was like 7. I used to put like my mom's brown eyeliner on my lips, and I'd just hang out by myself and look in the mirror and be like, "Wow, this is cool."
I just hung up by myself with my lip liner and no lipstick in, all dressed
And I
up
thought
and
it was
nowhere
so
to go.
old.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like,
good.
"I'm 16 now."
I'm so awesome and fly.
Anywho,
Okay, well we can go now.
okay, that was enough of that.
That was enough of that.
We love you
riffraff.
guys. Thank you, and bye bye.
Bye bye now. Till next time, for real. No skipsies.